Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Crash Bandicoot 4 commentary. And we are beginning what is so far my favorite world in this game. I might feel differently in a couple years, but I really love the look of the Japan land.
Yeah, this bit looks really good.
Oh, nope, no, we're not going back there.
Yeah, we're going to go into it later.
We are not going.
You lied.
I need to get the flashback tape first. Sorry.
Okay, so let's check the emblems. Yeah,
right, yeah.
Kinda.
The middle one looks like it the most.
Okay, the second one, the 90%. Yeah, the 90% one looks like it.
It's like Cortex with double horns.
Versus Wombat Evil. Was this the one where he makes the Sonic, Bubsy, and Gex reference?
What?
And the original reference to Crash's original
Oh yeah,
design.
the Wacky Wombat.
Willy Wombat.
Willy Wombat.
Yeah, Willy the Wombat.
Was the one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Crash was originally a Wombat.
Yep, called Willy.
Conceptually.
From this point on, to make it through some of these flashback tape stages, you have to realize some pretty specific things about how the box breaking works that might not even come up in the normal levels, actually. Stuff like, you can slide under a gap, still be crouching, and slide again. Or, if there's a metal crate on top of a TNT box, or in fact, if there is any crate on top of a TNT box, and you break what is underneath that TNT box, it will set the TNT off.
And he was demonstrating it not correctly, though.
That was me. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around how to navigate this particular thing at this point.
But this is the thing, right? So, like, all these bits are great, but they're great because you can experiment and fuck around. And it's like, at that point, if they just use this approach in the main levels, and then the only thing that was against you was your own life count that you should be saving up and you should be looking for Wumpa Fruit to get, then it's like, that should be how it is. Like, don't give you unlimited lives. Just let you earn the lives and then experiment with them for secrets and shit. That's what Crash has always been good at.
I think having the option to go infinite lives actually does help, though, because I think players start to get afraid to experiment if there's a limit on lives.
But you're already afraid to experiment because you can't die for half of the shit in the game.
I mean,
Yeah, I know.
If you're going for half of the shit in the game, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
People play games for different reasons. Like, we can't assume everybody, eventually or otherwise, has a completionist mentality.
I think
It
that's
all
why,
depends on what
that's
the
what, at
player
the
is.
very, very end of my video about this, I said, like, the question is not, oh, it's two different games in one package, or, oh, is like blah, blah, blah. The question is, do you think that 4 to 5 hours of some of the best Crash platforming is worth $60? If it is to you, great. If not, then I just say wait for a price drop. But if that's what it's about what it's worth to you. It's an individual worth thing and not a,
One thing to watch out for in these levels in particular is that the metal crates don't just kill you on their way down. They kill you if you touch them while they're bouncing.
Yep.
Yeah, the bottom of the iron crate is a hitbox, and I don't like that.
Neither do I.
I'd rather it just crush you when it actually crushes you.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward in that even if the box is physically moving upward when you touch it, it will still damage you. So, yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, Cortex. Why did you design it that way, Cortex?
I recorded the last of these flashback tapes for the review with a few friends of mine in a different Discord server, and just for shits and giggles, I used a screen share because I was making noises, like a lot of strange noises when I was recording. Because I would get to the end of it, but I missed the box or I screwed up a nitro bounce.
No,
You can dude, you can save this. This is how I did it. Because I did the same thing, and then if you spin, you spin and then double jump back onto it. That's what I did, yeah.
I tried.
Madness.
are those skulls in the background flowing? Is that like how many dead Crashes there are?
I think it's sheep,
No, I think it's sheep.
which I think
like
might be a
skulls.
Spyro. I think it's a Spyro reference.
It's
I'm
sheep.
not sure.
Yeah, it's a Spyro reference. There's
It's
oh
sheep.
my god, there's so many.
There's a lot, yeah.
There was something in the background of one of the earlier levels that was just staring at you, and it looked humongous.
It was another one of the concept ideas for Crash. He was originally shagging sheep.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Yeah.
Technically, I wasn't wrong because sheep have skulls.
Okay. That's a really weird criteria
Did
to
you
be
know
correct.
that the TSA doesn't notice that thousands of skeletons are smuggled through airports every year?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, they go straight through the metal detector and nobody even notices.
Yeah, they're
Bastards.
called human beings, dude.
I'm surprised they let.
I'm not
them get
surprised
away with
thousands
that.
of skeletons go through, because if they didn't, then they'd have no passengers on the plane.
We are all
Yeah, no,
Yorick.
Who flies the planes?
Okay.
Also, going off on the whole Willy the Wombat thing. I mean, Willy the Wombat is an amazingly terrible name anyway, but I think there were worse ones though. They were also asked by Universal if they would consider Wuzzle the Wombat, which is way worse than Willy. What the
fuck?
Wuzzle.
Wuzzle sounds like something out of Winnie the Pooh. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, there was a mascot. I think it was a mascot platformer for the Saturn. I don't remember what its name was, but I swear.
If it was for the Saturn, I'm not surprised you didn't remember it.
Someone call Russ.
Hold on.
I am glad that they decided on a Bandicoot instead of a Wombat, though. The word kind of has a bit more tonal range.
I will say that the Wombat skin you can unlock in this game, I never used it because it just doesn't look right. It just looks ugly. I don't like it at all.
It's
So
still
there
a
was
neat
a
extra.
Sonic reference in that level?
I don't.
No. One of the flashback tapes, Cortex on the PA speakers goes about. It's like, if this works out, I could use some other animals, like a hedgehog, or a bobcat, or a gecko.
It is just like Collectathon Platformer 101. You just take an obscure animal and then put a silly name on it, and then you've got a character.
Thanks, Sonic.
Yeah, I knew it. There was a Saturn game developed by Hudson called Willy Wombat.
No way.
Yeah, I have a copy. I forgot I had one.
If anything, they should have made a game about the bee that Hudson Soft has in the logo.
There's just the bee itself.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think it might have been donated to me.
So
Ross.
that means that at some point there needs to be like, okay, so that gives me an idea. Like, Caddy does like an alternate version of himself, like one of his many alt versions of himself playing Willy Wombat, because it's the alternate version of Crash.
on the Saturn.
Yeah, on the Saturn. Like, this is the timeline where the Saturn really took off.
Okay.
Oh Jesus!
in that-
I thought he was going to be decapitated for a second, and I was like, I don't remember this cutscene.
Oh man, like in BioShock Infinite. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Not here. But these chuckle nuts
Man, that's like,
I never thought I'd be playing a Crash Bandicoot game where the word chuckle nuts was stated out loud.
Is that like a laughing numbnuts kind of thing, and they just didn't want to they wanted to make it a bit more PG-13 or something? I don't know.
I guess so.
I am
Maybe.
so glad to see Engine in a classic Crash game again.
Embryo?
Well, Embryo, yes.
Yeah.
Who I
You were
don't-
joking. I was waiting for the punchline.
I don't think he's voiced by Maurice LaMarche in this game.
No, I think it is.
I was,
Is he?
yeah. Oh.
I'm pretty sure this is the same voice actor as in the reboots.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, then it is probably. Maurice
He
LaMarche
has
then.
he has a different tonal direction than he did in that game, because in that game his character was a lot more directly zany, meant to fit all these different visual comedy styles.
He's zany, because he's.
I always liked him in Crash 2. I know it's not the same guy, but I always liked he was kind of verging on the brink of just completely breaking down. And now he's just completely insane, which is fine. I don't mind him, but I prefer Crash 2 when he's just kind of like he's trying to stay sane, but he can't. And I like that better.
I was not big on his Mike Tyson impression in Crash 2.
Is Mike Tyson in what?
Because that's what I I know it sounds really fucking strange, but every time I hear Brio in Crash 2, I just immediately think of
Oh my god. Well, I've never thought of that before until now. I'll give it another listen and I'll see what you're talking about.
Oh, my sworn enemy. Is basically like it's Mike Tyson, man.
Okay.
Whenever it comes to Crash Bandicoot and sounding like other people, I just think of Crash himself doing the Arnold Schwarzenegger on the Crash 2 demo trailer.
The mocap thing, yeah. Whatever the hell that was.
It was. I'm pretty sure it was on. I know for a fact it might. Okay, no, I don't know for a fact. It was on demo discs, so it was like, you know, when they used to put on PS1 demo discs like gameplay trailers. It was one of those, so it was one of the earliest demo discs. And instead of them just wanting to put gameplay in, they thought, hey, let's have Crash talk to the kids, and we all know how that went.
And give them fucking nightmares at the same time.
Hidden box alert. way up in the corner there, and you can only really see it if you jump here or if you're paying attention during
Yeah.
the cutscene. There's an exclamation point box.
Which
for
I think
boxes
is
later
rich
on.
of them. They shouldn't expect you to be paying attention up there during the cutscene because you're looking at the door exploding.
By the time you find the boxes that this exclamation point unlocks, you can't backtrack to look for it.
Yep, I did that on the stream. Yep, I remember.
Yeah, that's another one of the more pain in the ass boxes.
Gotcha.
Oh, that one too. They also kind of expect you to willy-nilly jump and break those iron boxes.
Well, that
Willy
one's
Wombat
more
tag.
likely to just cross the screen naturally, though.
That bit right there with those 2 TNT crates, that was where one of the few times in the game where I got stuck in between boxes and I couldn't jump out or run away from them. And I caught it live on stream, and I just jump on the TNT crate and I get stuck. And so I blow up and die, which is fine if it was any other Crash game, but not in this one when you can't die once. So inconsistencies are inexcusable when they expect perfection. I think that's my point in my video that I made.
Unfortunately, an occasional glitch does happen in Crash 4. I had one situation in Bears Repeating where like an entire chunk of the level didn't load, so I was playing.
Did you
through
get it for this?
An invisible. I haven't played Bears Repeating yet as of this recording.
Oh,
it
okay.
happened while I was playing on my own time, where part of the level just was invisible. I managed to get through it.
Oh my god!
Maybe it
hope it happens.
maybe
again.
it works like Unleashed in Sonic Generations, where you bypassed a checkpoint.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how I managed to bypass it though, because I was playing just like normal. So
It might have been something really minute. I mean, knowing it probably been patched out at this point, but I'd say it wouldn't hurt to.
I
try
did
it.
get another glitch though during this recording that is equally as amusing. So
is it in this part or?
Nah, it's in a future part. You'll see.
See, in any other
boy.
context, or situation, glitches and things happening unintended, I'm just like, ho, look at that silly. But with this, I was like,
It happened when I was replaying a level for the 3 deaths or less gem.
there you go. That's when it gets annoying.
Yes. Damn it.
Yeah.
I always tend to get a lot of really minor glitches when I'm testing
I'm
out
like, hang on.
messing around in
Wait.
games.
And then I realized, oh yeah, that arrow box was a trick.
Yeah, this is the first one that's been making me a lot of shit.
But I went and killed myself anyway.
I remember struggling with this one.
Oops.
That arrow box was a trick. I didn't need it.
I was on this one for like 20 minutes.
So I didn't need to kill myself. I didn't need to lose the mask.
Yeah, see, when I got here, I looked at this situation, I thought, there is absolutely no way I'm breaking these boxes or getting to the bounce crate without slamming on them, so it must be a decoy, like, there's no other way around
Oh
it.
wait, yeah, you can slide jump off the metal crates.
Here you go.
Alright, so I did need to kill myself there. Great.
I mean, you probably could have done some shenanigans where you only.
Nah,
broke,
you
like,
break the
some-
bottom box, yeah, break the bottom box, and you've got just enough space to jump onto the top, see?
Well, the thing is, you actually need to come back this way, so you can't destroy the TNT right away. See,
All right, because you need to get that box up there.
Oh.
the bonus stages in the classic games did tend to get puzzly with how they handled their boxes, but Crash 4 kind of takes that element and runs away with it hard.
Yeah. Again, they needed more moderation with that sort of philosophy because the original games only did that like 2 or 3 times. This game does it every other.
I think it's
time.
also worth mentioning as well, and I do think this is worth mentioning, that, bless him, Gerard the Completionist, who also did this, he beat this 106% way before I did, but even saying that, the dude whose job it is to literally complete video games 100% with everything that he plays, it took him like 120, 130 hours to beat this, and that's his job. So it's
Wow.
like when people, so when I say, oh, it took me 80 hours, people are still like, oh my god, how did you do it so much quicker than Gerard? It's like, Crash games are my fucking existence. They're my blood. So it's like, even for someone that plays as much Crash as I do, it still took that long. So it's like, it's crazy how much it expects you to do.
Oh, I mean, it took him 1,000 hours to complete Hyrule Warriors on Switch, and I only did it in 440 hours. So
Only.
I guess there's no accounting for taste though, because then you get people like Nitro Rad's friend who 106% of the game once for every one of the 4
yes.
save file slots and loved every second of it apparently.
Yeah, no, yeah, Kevin, yeah, he's He hasn't rubbed it in my face, but he's subtly doing it.
I mean, different strokes for different folks.
It's like, hey, if you want to waste your time, go right ahead.
But then if it's your tip-top favorite thing of all time, then who's to say you can't?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, if you really are enjoying yourself, I mean, you do whatever the hell you want. It's just that I don't gotta fill up the whole fucking save files. you know?
Wow, I wish I had that kind of time in my hands.
He's done all the Toys for Bob relics as well, which is something I can't even
Oh
comprehend
my
doing.
God. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
What is
boy.
commission prices?
Wait, don't tell me he did that for every save file.
Oh no, I think he only did it once, but
Oh,
like,
okay. I was gonna say.
just in
Jesus,
general though.
Fuck.
Did I know I watched your video on it, Caddy. I know you said you got one Toys for Bob relic on the Cortex Castle.
Yeah.
One. Did you get any, John?
I was eating something. Repeat that.
Did you get any Toys for Bob? Is this game a Persona 5 reference? Is this a Persona reference? Oh my!
I don't know if it's deliberately a Persona game reference. The word Persona means mask, and the costume is of a cat mask.
Oh,
So-
I read it as Fursona. I read it as a furries thing.
So it's a pun
Yeah, yeah.
on purr and mask. So.
Yeah, but
Oh, to answer your question, Toad said, no.
No.
I haven't not got any single Toys Bob relic because I don't care.
you don't care. Okay.
No.
It's
probably for the
something.
best.
It's something that I'm thinking about trying for like a charity event or something, but I don't know when I'm gonna want to go back into this.
Into what? Oh,
Just the game in general.
It kind of also just doesn't go into the because you went into a whole thing with like getting every platinum relic in every other Crash game, and Toys for Bob is like it's purple. It's not the same.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
I like the fact that they took the developer times that were in 3 and gave them actual relics, so there's an in-game acknowledgement of completing them. I was about to.
Yeah, because originally you only had the development times in Crash 3, but they were beyond the platinum times, but you didn't really get any.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were
You
just
had to know.
times that were listed in the credits, I think.
Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
boy.
Oh, this is a
boy.
good one.
Oh, you see, Wrath of Cortex does continue because you can walk slowly on boxes and not break them.
That's the third time it's been used in the entire Crash series.
Crawling is a thing that you could do in Crash 2 and 3, but crawling itself was too slow to bother with in those games.
Oh, I never did it. In fact, I did it so little in the other games that when I got to some bonus levels like this, when you have to crawl, I forgot that you could do it. so I'm on the stream and I'm sliding and I'm like, how do they expect you to do this? You just keep sliding into the explosives. It's like, oh yeah, you can crawl. I forgot. Sorry.
Death in 3, 2, 1. I don't know how
Wow.
that happened. The hang time failed me.
Wait, who was that on the monitor?
It looked like Fake Crash.
Was it? No, Fake Crash has like big bushy eyebrows.
He does have
and
big bushy eyebrows.
teeth. Yeah, I didn't see the overbite though.
You're an overbite.
You're an overbite.
That's actually Crunch.
Was it
No.
Crunch?
Like Crunch.
Oh God, it looks like. Okay, do you know what? I never noticed that. That looks like Evil Crunch from the GBA games, Entranced.
Really?
Wait, there's an evil Crunch? I
Yeah,
thought
there's
Crunch
Evil
was-
Evil Crunch and Evil COCO.
Well, Crunch
yeah.
was originally brainwashed.
They're brainwashed. But I mean, it's a thing
At the
that
end of
counts,
Wrath
yeah.
of Cortex, he joins up with Crash and Coco, and he's...
Oh wait, there was also an evil Crash in Twin Sanity.
Yeah, no, the goatee's giving it away. I think it's Crunch.
Oh, boy.
I can't think of any other character that has a goatee in Crash.
Maybe it's Willy Wombat.
It's Wuzzle the Wombat. It's the other one.
Now, one of the things about the flashback tapes that kind of makes a lot more sense in retro mode specifically is the apples and lives that you can collect. Because in modern mode, you're going through these things, collecting so many fruit, and it's like, what are these for? I'm not.
It makes you
Okay,
feel
okay.
good. Lots of big shiny things.
There's
Number go up.
there are no rewards in the flashback tapes for collecting Wumpa fruit.
It's probably just to save time, if anything. It's probably just built into the core of the game that certain boxes give you certain amounts of Wumpa fruit, and
Now, I forgot that you could slide out of a crouch in Crash 4.
oh,
Oops.
There's like,
look, you tried it.
when you let go of the crouch button, there's a brief window before you actually stand up that you can
Oh,
use to
I
hit
didn't
the
even
slide
do that.
button.
I didn't even
Yeah.
do that. I just pressed the alternate crouch button while I was holding the other one, so I just pressed circle.
That's also a good way to do it. I wish I'd thought of it.
You can crawl.
That would make
How
this
are
a
you
lot less
supposed
tense.
to? Oh wait, no, I see how you're supposed to get that box. You jump on it from the other side. I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yeah, I just got to get rid of all the nitros
There's that
first.
slide hang time, which is a godsend. I love it.
You
Boom.
almost died. You almost died there from the TNT exploding.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Oh.
Those are box
Yeah, you're
grenades
fine.
though, so it's okay. Almost counts for those too.
Lots of shrapnel.
I like how in one of these Cortex says, "You like the TNT crates? I got the idea from cartoons."
Yeah, we had that one earlier. Yeah.
He's so proud of it.
Also, this level establishes that the shorts that Crash wear were originally Cortexes.
Yeah, he likes shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear.
Yeah, it's just they're really good for his nads.
That's kind of a detail I didn't need to know, like the exact origin of Lara Croft's backpack.
There's
Yeah.
an origin story for Lara Croft's backpack.
I'm
There
pretty
is?
sure the end.
Yeah,
Cortex
it's in
stands
which
for nads.
which Tomb Raider was it? Probably 4.
Oh, the one that no one likes. Oh, that explains it.
It might be.
Oh no,
yeah.
Chronicles. Do you think is it Chronicles? That's
No,
the
it's not
fifth one.
Chronicles. It's in.
Oh,
4.
that's the one no one likes. That's the one no one likes.
No, Chronicles is the one no one likes. 4
Yeah,
is
that's what- yeah.
4 is okay. It's a bit
4 is fine, yeah.
divisive, but yeah.
Well, 4 is the one where you start off as her as a kid, so that.
But
makes
yeah,
sense.
you play through the tutorial and she finds her backpack in the tomb there.
Yeah, just lying around.
Well, it was on some poor sap skeleton and she just blithely puts it on. I'm pretty sure that's not sanitary.